My name is Ruth Jackson-Hale. I'm the Workforce Entry Programme Manager at Oxfordshire County Council, and I've been involved in helping identify and establish apprenticeships for just over 3 years. In that time we've grown from having one scheme in social and healthcare to now 5 in social and healthcare, business administration, outdoor education, civil engineering and IT. And we're looking to further develop other areas in youth work, play work, creative arts and also customer service this year. So a really exciting area of growth. We felt it would be really helpful to produce a film that would highlight the benefits of apprenticeships and what we feel we've gained as an employer, as a large organisation, but also to highlight what the apprentices have gained from their experience with us. And as importantly, what those who have worked with them have also gained. And I think the story tells itself.
The benefits of the apprenticeship are you get to put the theory into practice, so instead of just reading about it in a book, you get to go out there and plan it and then do it and then you can review it.
Apprenticeships are a good thing because you can work, you can get paid, you can learn and you'll get experience.
You get to experience a variety of different care settings.
The apprenticeships is a good thing because you can learn and earn and no 2 days are ever the same.
I enjoy working while studying.
It's given me the opportunity to learn about different disabilities and how I can support people.
It's given me an opportunity to get into the workplace with support.
Yeah, the apprenticeship has helped me make something more of my life than just doing nothing really.
Apprenticeships are a good thing because you can start at level 0 and work up to the highest possible that you can go. You've got great support and you've got massive amount of help.
You earn where you learn. So write it down then.
I'm very committed to apprenticeships because that's how I started my career. I left school when I was 16. In the last few years when it was possible not to do a university degree, I trained as a chartered accountant. I did an apprenticeship which was known as Articles of Clerkship, very Dickensian, and I trained for 5 years in a firm of accountants, and I studied in the evenings and at weekends, and it worked for me. I think the future of apprenticeships here in the County Council is very exciting. We've now got 60. We're growing the number each year, and so next year I hope we'll have 80, the year after 100. They are contributing hugely to what we're doing. I've met a lot of them, and they've got some really exciting profiles in terms of success, of meeting their study requirements, of retaining their employment with us once their study period is over, and of getting new people in, following on in that pattern.
But how do we dismantle it? 'Cause
there are a lot of benefits to employers in offering apprenticeships. They're very good value for money for a start. On a number of occasions the government will actually help us out with a bit of cash. But more importantly, local jobs for local people has got an awful lot going. That's particularly been important for us in a downturn, but we started our programme here in Oxfordshire way before that happened, because this is very much about the future. We do have an ageing population. A lot of us have got workforces that are actually growing a little bit older year by year. By bringing in younger people, we can actually help ourselves in terms of succession planning. We can also offer benefits for existing employees because staff like the chance to develop their skills, to be able to mentor and help with new people coming in. And it's very satisfying, particularly for us as the local authority, to know that we're actually providing jobs for local residents who've got a real vested interest in the future of their community.
The highlights of being part of the apprenticeship programme have been meeting lots of new people.
And we've had a really good mentor as well. So we've been able to keep up communication between us, which has helped us with our MVQ work and supporting one another in our work placements as well.
Basically, we've been getting together every month individually for sort of one-to-ones, and that gives the apprentices the chance to talk about any concerns they might have and to receive sort of informal support and, you know, just to help them get the very best out of their apprenticeship. So we've been meeting regularly for short one-to-ones every month. We've also had lunches, and that's been a chance for them to meet each other. And that's been great. So it's oiled the wheels of their own relationships, and they've made good friendships of that. They've had the chance to do shadowing of each other, so they've had a chance to see, you know, the breadth of council working. And they've helped me as well in the adult learning service, which has broadened their own experience. They've done things like helping out into the award ceremony. So it's been great.
How are you going to contact the gas board?
You'd phone the gas man.
The most rewarding part of my job is seeing people progress. Some of these youngsters have had a hard time at school and find schoolwork difficult. I think seeing them go on to workplace to do something with their lives and actually to enjoy learning, that's the greatest thrill I get at the end of a course. One of the biggest challenges as a trainer that we have is to meet the differing needs of the students. All the learners come with their differing learning styles, and we try and plan training around that. So we have slideshows, we have games, we have one-to-one discussions, we have small and large group work, and sometimes we get external trainers in to deal with specialist subjects. We also meet the apprentices on a one-to-one basis in their workplace, and that's where we observe them for their NVQ. And also help them with their technical skills work.
Yeah, I like it when you achieve something. So there was a certain service user who wouldn't interact with anybody, and then you've got them to interact with the others, and that was a big achievement, and it makes you feel really good inside and think, oh, actually I helped them towards that goal.
I'm an assistant engineer with the highway adoption team, and I've just completed my ONC in civil engineering, and I've just started my HNC in civil engineering.
I'm a traffic engineer. I've just completed my apprenticeship at Oxfordshire County Council, and I'm studying further to complete my HNC.
I chose civil engineering because it was one of the few jobs I could start training from the beginning. At my age, not many people were willing to fund me to start a career and progress me.
I had all the qualifications, A-level, GCSEs, but I really wanted to further my education everywhere required life experience. And I applied for the County Council and their apprenticeship programme, and so far it's been very good.
It can be quite difficult pinning down exactly what to give them right in the beginning, but learning office procedures is obviously quite critical when you're coming into a workplace. Then we'd expect them to be able to start looking at technical drawings, understanding what they mean, what they say, and then being able to translate that through onto construction sites, speaking with construction staff, contractors, and then ultimately being able to make a judgment on engineering drawings and being able to give advice. Without pulling young people in from school, we're going to be losing the technical level of skill that you get from an apprenticeship. In the field of civil engineering, we're not looking for purely highly educated university graduates. We need individuals who can do the work on the ground, learn through expertise and experience, and develop themselves into technicians as managers, as opposed to falling straight out of university as a graduate role.
Apprenticeships are a good thing because they were ideal for my situation. I'd just come out of GCSEs. I had the decision whether to go on in further education, either to A-levels or to college, and then to university, or to work. Apprenticeships offer in the middle of both of that, where they give you a job, a funding and experience, but as well you are progressing educational wise. I've not lost any time compared to people my age that have gone purely to college and are doing 3-4 days a week, working weekends, earning minimal amounts. I haven't lost any time educational wise there because we do a lot in the day that we do. We get support elsewhere, we gain experience on the job, but we're also earning a wage at the end of the day as well, which obviously helps.
The challenges of this apprenticeship were going back to studying after possibly 6 years out of any form of education. That was a real challenge to get back into.
Well, the hardest thing was probably basically the coursework that we had from college, because I struggled with the maths at the start, and to be honest, I still struggle, but that's probably one of the advantages and benefits, as I've got skilled, experienced members of staff around me to help me and assist me in any maths. And
my name's Ginny and I am the Deputy Manager at Iris Hayter House, which is a registered care home run by Response. Response is an organisation which provides supported housing and promotes independence for people with mental health problems. And Iris Hayter House is the only registered care home within the organisation, and our residents here need that higher level of personal care, support with their personal hygiene, and a lot of them have mobility issues as well. We have had 2 apprentices at Iris Hayter House, which has been an interesting experience for them and for us. I like to think that we're offering them as much opportunity as possible for their personal development and for their professional development, trying to provide apprentices with opportunities to learn how to work with people with mental health problems who might display some sort of challenging behaviour at times, and supporting them with their daily living and with personal care, and learning to do that in a way that is respectful and offers the opportunity for dignity for each of our clients.
What's that? Chocolate on this one? Yeah. My name's Emma Knowles and I'm 19 years old, and I've completed my apprenticeship course in October of last year, and I'm now working full-time for my last placement, which is Response Organisation in Littlemore. There was an option for me to go to university, but I think I chose the apprenticeship, well, to meet new people and to get the MVQ and, well, to get more experience, I think. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've met lots of new people and I've made lots of new friends, and I tell you what, I'm glad I did this instead of going to university.
Yenworthy is part of Oxfordshire's outdoor education provision. We have 3 centres: Kilbury Manor, Woodlands at Glaisbury and Yenworthy Lodge. And Oxfordshire have got a great tradition dating back to the mid-60s of providing outdoor education provision out of county. We've also got Hill End Residential Centre, which is an in-county provision. And we basically take children from Monday to Friday and develop them from Monday to Friday, so that when they get back off the coach in Oxfordshire, mums and dads sometimes don't recognise them. Last year we were able, with Oxfordshire's help, to develop the scheme so that there are now 2 apprentices at each of the 3 out-county centres. And we'd hope that we can replicate that back at Hill End and the in-county provision, because there's great scope for that too.
Oh, what I've gained personally from being an apprentice here would just, so much. When I first came here, I was, you know, when you get like that idea of something that you'd quite like to do, but you're not sure if you'd be any good at it whatsoever. And I came in that sort of frame of mind, you know, I'll give it a go. And I'm so passionate about outdoor sports and developing kids that, you know, I thought it might be the job for me, but I sort of thought, you know, I'm not sure if I'm cut out to do it. And during my time at Yenworthy, it's just kind of given you the experience and knowledge to know that you've got given the chances to take kids out, and then it makes you realise that, you know, you can do it. And obviously we're working alongside of all the other instructors, and they're constantly giving you feedback on what you're doing and how well you're doing it and what you could possibly change. So you're being constantly monitored, and everything you do you get feedback on, and then you try and do it again and it gets that little bit better. And they're just, I mean, it's, yeah, I've got just so much out of it. It's sort of like, you know, putting a little flower into a really big sunflower, they've done, for me anyway. So, yeah.
The rest of the